Good morning, Fort Bragg, Pope Air Force Base, and everybody in between. It is a tough Thursday, trying Thursday, but it's not as bad as it could be. At least not for me. And please do understand those of us who live where I live, or even in North Carolina. And I used to, my bestie and I were talking about that literally like today. We didn't quite understand how weather plays out this way, how when you think the storm has come through, but it's over for you, but it's not. It's the aftermath. It's the storm surge. It's the aftermath of the math. The aftermath of the math when the math went bad. When people who were in a position to do what they needed to do with the money that they had, but they didn't put the money where it needed to go. This world's in trouble, yo. And you might say, well, you know what, it's okay. I'll just, go across the world and live. But they're in trouble too. All over the world is in trouble. You think America's in trouble? The whole world's in trouble. I don't know, and I don't care what a Saturn return is for you. All I know is, for everything that was stolen from me, I am honestly blessed and thankful for the protection of GODDESS. I keep saying, I'm going to always give praise to Dad and Mom. Mother Nature, at her best, will always lift you up. At her worst, she will bury you, no matter who you pray to. That's facts. We're talking facts today. Hashtag sacred geometry. What celebrity, what preacher, what leader is talking about that? Why do you keep voting in people who clearly do bad math? You take money to fix things, but these things don't get fixed. The only thing that gets fixed is the ticks. Like, again, and thanks to Ticketmaster for, figuring out who is trying to fish scam me for some tickets I didn't get to a concert. I haven't been to a concert or bought tickets to a concert in 2 years. And trust me, I'm not planning on buying concert tickets for another 2 years. There's not a concert or a show I want to go. I am good here. I am the show. I am the concert. And apparently the oracle for everyone who sees. But today is a trying Thursday. I'm not going to get real deep. I just want to say shout out to my friends and family. Hope you're doing well. And be careful over the next couple of days. Because when these rivers start to swell, you don't always see it. Like I saw it at Carver's Creek yesterday. Like, I know how the waters can rise and you think it's okay. And then the next thing you know, the next day it's like this. And the next day it's like, and if you're around me, I mean, I happen to be thankfully in a sweet spot, but I've seen everything around me flooded out. Everything around me. Ooh, some of you people who stole from me, I mean, I would think instead of tithing to these lying preachers and politicians, you might be one to tithe me. But hey, do you? It's a lesson for you. Saturn return. I might be Saturn's kid. I don't know. But right now, let's just say I'm a messenger to you. Fix what needs to be fixed. Because we're also in Mercury retrograde. And it's ironic that Mercury retrograde is one of those type of energies where if it needs to be fixed, you better fix it because you're going to pay double. What did I hear? The frogs are out. The frogs are out like crazy. I've never heard the frogs. Well, you know what you do when the water's up like this. And I had a little snapping turtle come through. Whew, that was a sign of things. Yeah. Oh, it kind of reminds me of Passover all over again. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do. I've got my coffee this morning. And I am choosing art over war because we've got enough war. But we still need warriors because people will always be about war. Some people will always be about greed. Some people will always be there to deceive. Some people will always be on the other side of right. Some people are as wrong can be. And they just wake up wanting to fight. Some people find out that sometimes you mess with the wrong person and that could be your life. Some people say I'm the wrong person, the right person. But I'm nobody's wife. I'm already a wife for the rest of my life. So nobody's going to come through and like say, hey, I want to cuff you. And let me address that before I'm through. Cuffing season, some say. So when things get a little bad, people will really try to, it's kind of like what businesses try to do. They try to, like, price gouge you. So you have people who try to love bomb you too. Like, oh, you seem like you're struggling. I can come in and help you. You know what? This is the time that you need to figure out how to help yourself. I don't care what your situation is. That energy, that God, that goddess, that's some real ish. But it's inside of you. It's not outside of you. It's not who you pray to or what name you call on. If it's not in you, then no matter what you call on, you're through. How many people have lost their lives calling on God and they still died? What happened? They didn't have enough faith? No, their faith was in the wrong place. They believed in the wrong thing. You put your faith outside of you, and your faith has never been outside of you. That's why churches don't do what they're supposed to do. And if you're really a true preacher, you know what I'm saying is true. But that's okay, because that judgment day is also coming for you, as well as the politicians, the leaders, whoever it be. Policemen, I would suggest you be on your high integrity. This is the season. This is the year. You're going to hear what Val Jones says. Now, you can call me crazy and delusional and do whatever you want to do. Why don't you ask some of those Hollywood types about me? If they didn't know, now they do. Ooh, the wind is blowing. And the rain is coming through. What is it about this storm? She who walks in storms. I've walked quite a few. I'm reminded right now of Langston Hughes, who says, I dream of rivers. And I walk through storms. To show you, there is proof. What's Val on? God time, Goddess time, truth time, integrity time. If you're not about integrity, well, it might be your time. Think about that. Sip. Have a learned and deserved day. Rain come down on me. And still the music goes on. Just like the child. Still smiling. Still doing me. Thank you to the real ones who really check up on me. We cool. You know I know. And you know I see. Like you see me.